sense. He was like, I just wanted to show him that they don't really want you for real. They'll leave you for next man. Like, I'm the only one that's gonna have your back, like, all the time. But what are you talking about? You the one that's messing with my.
That's it. Whew. All right, man. It's been a while. I haven't seen you in like, I think 3 or 4 weeks. No, 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. It's been sad.
Oh, you miss me?
Yeah, and I didn't get to go out to Germany
Oh,
with
because
y'all,
yeah,
so that
there were
was
flight issues because there was strikes from Air
yo,
Canada, and y'all were flying out of Canada, and they were going on strike. Yeah, and the
yo.
last minute tickets were like 5 grand, and you were like, "Yes, I'm just not
Yeah,
going to
we
do that."
wasn't trying to do that, so we was just gonna stay.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what happened. Didn't get to go. But how was the trip?
yeah, you missed some stuff. Uh, I just, I mean, first and foremost, it was an experience. There was a lot of experiencing. Um, I wouldn't go back to Croatia. It was kind of mid. I mean, I would to live there, but it won't like popping, if that makes sense. Uh,
Just
but
like if you wanna relax and chill, you'll go
yeah,
there.
I mean, the
Yeah.
city was mad small that we stayed in. We stayed in Split, and I mean, after the first day, we basically walked every single inch of it. So I mean, we were just vibing. It wasn't too bad, but the trip started off with our first time using TSA pre-check, and boy, best thing in the world. Absolute
Yeah,
best thing in the world.
it took you a long time to get it.
Yeah, I was unfamiliar of its importance. We went to the Charlotte airport, and man, when we walked in that regular line, that thing looked like an anaconda. Um, and then Kyle and myself, TSA pre-check, we got through that in 5 minutes. Oh, it was
That's
a
all it
blessing.
take.
It was a
That's all it
blessing.
take.
But then what got me tight is because we got the priority pass, trying to get into a lounge. The lounge was a hour and a half wait. So
Yeah, sick.
so we sit around. I'm not trying to spend any money because I'm like, bro, I'm about to eat for free. I go into the lounge. There was no food.
What time did y'all get there?
Our flight was our flight was 4:30, so we got there I think at 2 p.m. something like that. Yeah. And then like what really really pissed me off. First of all, if you're gonna have me wait for an hour and a half, like I'm thinking maybe y'all taking that time to recoup. What really pissed me off, we found our seat and the place was packed. I walked up to the food desk or whatever, and then two of the workers were just sitting next to the wall. They ain't say a word,
Just chilling.
just chilling. And I'm thinking, oh, they waiting for me to tell like what I want. And I was like, yo, can I get the barbecue chicken? And they're like, one couldn't speak English, so he was like, no chicken. And I'm like, okay, can I? What do y'all have? He was like, no. And I'm like, what the? And this other dude came up that couldn't really speak English. His broken English base said, we don't got no food. So I don't know what I
See,
ate
I
before I got on the flight. And then I was a little terrified that was gonna be a what's it called, a foreshadowing for the rest of the trip. But nah, it was we picked up some food. So that and then to close off the trip, having global entry. Oh my gosh, David,
you need that.
dog, dog. We
You need
landed
that.
in Charlotte, and they were like, "All right, so it looks like we're one of the first flights here. So there's a couple internationals landing. We should get out of our gate first. Should be a short line." We definitely were not the first flight, and we walked out, and there wasn't a clear sign that said global entry. And I was like, "Dog, I'm not sitting through this line." I'm telling you, the line would have easily been like maybe 45 minutes to an hour of just
Yeah.
just people. And once this little short dude raised his hand and asked who had global entry, me and Kyla, we sprinted to him. We do, sir. And yeah, we got through that in 7 minutes.
That line will take you a long time. When I came back from the DR with my family last year, None of them got global entry. I'm the only one that got it.
No.
I can't go nowhere with them without them. So I stood in the line with them. We was in the line for a whole hour. It was crazy.
Oh, oh, that's when you got to book your ticket separate, so you don't got to wait for them.
Yeah, I mean, I was banking it. I was thinking it wouldn't be a lot of people in that line,
Hmm.
or it will move fast. It was slow. It took a whole
Was
hour. I was sick.
what BWI, Dulles, or Reagan,
This
or
was
not even either of those?
it was shoot, which one was it? I think it was Dulles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Dulles.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
yeah. Global entry. I don't care how much it costs. That's what I wanted to say. Honestly, I'm glad there's so many felons in the world, and I'm voting for whichever president keeps locking up people because I don't want anybody else to apply to global entry or TSA pre-check. So whoever has the tightest prison reform, that's going to lock up the most people. Because there's no way people see me walking to the front of the line and not think, yo, I should get this. They have to be criminals because it's not that expensive. It's $100. I mean, like, come on. So if more people get locked up, I don't care. I'm
I'm
cutting that
trying to get
line.
clear.
That's the next one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
That's the
clear.
next one I'm getting. Because I
But I
keep
ain't
getting the
paying
ads on
for
my
it.
Instagram. How much is it?
Yeah, I ain't paying for it. I don't know. I ain't paying for it, but
Oh,
I just need to get a card that
oh,
covers the
that
cost of
gets
it.
it for the free ski. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting that Chase Sapphire for if we go to Japan and drop four bands. I need a new TV, so I'm trying to get a new TV. And if I get the new TV, then free
The
vacation.
reserve or the preferred.
Oh, there's two different ones.
Yeah, it's a high end one and then it's a lower end one.
Oh, whatever one just get. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research it some more. I just know it's the Chase Sapphire.
Well, look, if you get the card, I got the referral link, so
Oh, I got
go
you.
through
I'll
me.
hit you. Yeah, 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 for sure. Are we gonna split the miles, or are you gonna hog them yourselves?
I don't know how to transfer miles, so I'm gonna keep it on my side.
Oh, that's crazy. But oh man, there's not much from the trip. But then the funniest thing, I felt so emasculated. Remember, I asked you like a little bit ago about like your underwear condition, like if you wear like boxers, briefs, if your shit's got hole, how long can you? All right, so
Yeah.
I didn't notice at the time. So Kyla scheduled us a massage, and then we go into the massage, and it was supposed to be a couples massage, but they split us into different rooms. Who cares? Um, and so she was like, "Hey, can you just get undressed to your underwear?" I was like, "All right, whatever." So I take off my shirt, take off my pants, and like when I'm bending over my pants, I feel a breeze on my. I feel a breeze in my tank area, and I'm like, "Nah, I can't be wearing these right now." And I was scrambling. I was like, "All right, all right, all right. So what am I gonna do?" Like this is kind of crazy. Um, and when she peeked her head in, she asked me if I was ready. I was like, "Yeah, but is it okay? I have a hole literally in the butt." And she's like, "Oh, it's okay." I never felt it was so weird. I feel like I was just tooting it up, just waiting for her to. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
nah, that's
afraid of.
wild.
I didn't want to be like Deshaun Watson. I didn't want to catch a case or anything like that. But yeah, at first I had a hole right, literally, my balls were hanging out basically, and I said, "Yeah, these, I might need to get a new a new pair
This
of
was on
those."
vacation?
This was on vacation.
Why? So you packed underwear knowing they had holes in it or no?
I don't know which ones have holes in them. Like when I take them out the washing machine, dry, whatever. All I do is I fold them over to a side, and especially when I'm packing them, I roll them. So like I don't inspect the holes. I just boom. Like I don't necessarily know which ones have holes. It's almost like a game of Russian roulette whenever I grab underwear.
Yeah, and look how look where that gets you.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I know you threw them away, right?
I have not yet because
That's
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
be in that
crazy.
situation again.
But you
I
don't
really
know
don't.
though.
I know, but I'll just do better. I'll plan better.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You got to prepare for anything. Say you like get pantsed one
See,
day.
that was a thought. That was a thought as well. I was afraid. I
That's what
was
I'm
like, what if
saying.
some random kid comes by and just wants to yank my shit down, and now I got meat and balls out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in a
kind of
foreign
crazy.
country. Yeah,
I would throw them things away. That's just
but
me.
then
I
I'm only
can't be
gonna have
out
like
here.
I'm only have three pairs of underwear.
What I see, that's an issue in and of itself. You need to address that with yourself.
But I mean, it was. I think it was all right. It's a cool story. Like, look at the reaction I got. Something funny from it. So it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a story. I think that should be the last time you ever tell a story like that. Like, it should only happen once. You shouldn't need a. There should be no more examples of that.
Yeah, you right. And then, I mean, to close off the trip, obviously I met Ao in Germany. And since we're back on the broadcast, I want to apologize to Constance. I told you she actually was a stand-up individual. She spoke to me. We
Yeah.
didn't hang out, but she did converse with me a little bit, complimented our attire, asked how things were going. She's a stand-up young woman. We were wrong,
Stand up individual.
but man, I I drank like a gallon of beer in like 4 hours. Actually, 2.5 hours.
How'd you do off that? Like, how'd you
Horrible,
feel? I would
horrible.
imagine.
It wasn't my fault though. It was Kyla's fault, and I'm sticking to it to the day I die. Cause yeah, definitely. Actually, it was less than 4 hours. It was. We probably didn't find a spot until 1:30, 2 o'clock. So it was maybe two and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, a gallon of beer in 2 hours. Two and a half, maybe three at the
That's
most.
sickening.
It was
That's
crazy.
sickening.
But when I first walked in, I got a German glizzy from the little food stands. That shit. First bite, it cracked and busted. Oh man, it was the best sausage I ever had in my life. I'm telling
What
you.
they call them? They call them bratwurst or something?
Yes,
Or am I
sir.
making that up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, that shit was like that. It
I'm
was
not
like
eating
that.
no sausage. I'm sorry.
Kyla bought a foot long one. That shit was like that too.
That would never happen.
But hey, whatever. But yeah.
Cut
So
mine
Kyla
in
doesn't
pieces.
drink, and then one of Ao's friends don't drink. But you know, just because we were there at the first spot we stopped at, we got a round of drinks for all six of us, and it was solid. Kyla took a couple drinks just for like the atmosphere and the picture, and then like boom, I finished mine. And again, mind you, it's a liter of beer, and I finished mine. I'm like, this is light. I mean, the beer was good. It was light, and then she was like, I'm not gonna drink this. I'm like, well, I ain't wasting money, so boom, I take hers down. So now I'm at 2 liters. First spot, whatever. We take pictures. We go around. Next spot, we get a beer. Well, Ao hauls down a waitress. He's like, yo, let's get a round of six. And after he orders it, I was like, why the fuck did you order six? Kyla doesn't drink and Speedy doesn't drink. What is going on? He was like, oh, we'll just tell her four. And so she comes out with all six of the beer, and then she sits it down on the table. She's like, come here. I was like, all right. And I was like, can we just get four? And she was like, no, y'all ordered six. I brought out six. Y'all are paying for six. And I'm like, damn. All right. So it was my time. I bought it. I drank mine. And then Kyla had a beer. So now I had to drink hers. And it just went downhill from there. I don't know how much long. I don't know when we actually. I could look at the picture, but I don't feel like it. I don't know how much longer we were there, but after that, it went downhill really fast. We went to the bathroom, and then when we were at the bathroom, I don't even know if I pissed. I definitely didn't pee. I don't know. I started throwing up. It was game over. It was game over. I was sitting on the ground, and I was just leaning over to my right side, throwing up. And I told
That
everybody, I
sounds
think
awful.
Ao stood right next to me first. I said, you might want to move. I'm about to throw up. And then he moved, and immediately I threw up. You know Ao, so he was like, holy crap. He literally just said he's about to throw up. He threw up like 0.2 seconds later. And I'm sitting there like, I'm dazed and confused. And then, yeah, so I'm doing that for a little bit. And then one German dude comes up to me, and he's like, he gets a wet paper towel and is telling him, like, yo, put it on his head. He'll feel better. And I'm just sitting there like, dog, this is bad.
So you
This
don't
was
got the
really
stomach
bad.
for that.
It was just too much beer in too little time. And then a German lady comes up to me. I'm literally I'm sitting on the fence. There's no one, like I'm not near people. My legs are straight. I'm leaning up to the fence, eyes basically closed. I'm throwing up, sitting back, trying to collect myself. So she kicks me and tells me to stop. Mind you, again, I'm dazed and confused. I'm
Tells you to
like, yo,
stop. What?
throwing up.
She tells you to stop throwing up. How you gonna stop?
Yes,
If I could
that's
stop, I wouldn't do it.
so she kicks me and tells me to stop, and I'm like, yo, what? And like I move my feet. I'm like, yo, she's really tripping. Then she moves the gate, goes behind me, pours water on me, and is telling me to stop. And I'm like, again, I'm dazed and confused. So I get up, I move over a little bit, and I sit on this center block, so I'm not sitting on the ground. So like water's not over my leader hosing because obviously I rented it. And then so they're getting into it, and I was like, yo. And Kyle was like, Bernard, sit down. You can't do nothing. I really couldn't. And yeah, they had a little back and forth with her. But then, I mean, that was basically the end of the journey. We went to this hill to sit down for a little bit, and I fell asleep on the hill. And then I've never been this drunk before in my life. And so like I get up, like I wake up, I tell Kyle, I'm like, yeah, let's just go home. And so AO's Airbnb is like 5 minutes from the fairgrounds. And so Speedy walks us back, lets us in. We grab our stuff. We call it Uber. And I want to think Kyler might have told me, like, don't throw up in this Uber. Are you good? I'm like, I'm good. I don't know how far out we are because I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. And then we're like maybe 5-8 minutes away. And I'm starting to get queasy. And I'm like, fuck. My first thought was, dog, if I throw up in this shit, that's $300, like, out of here. Like, I can't do it. So I saw it the next morning. I typed in my notes pad. I was like, I think I have to throw up. Can you stop? And I was translating into German. I was so close to pressing it, but I'm a man, so I held that shit in. I ain't throw up for the rest of the night, but got back to the crib,
That's
took a
crazy.
shower. I slept ass naked for 13 hours.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
not true. That's not true. You can't do that.
13 of them hours, boy. Yeah.
That sounds just like how you was when we went down to South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah. Yeah.
You sound exactly the
Exactly
same.
just like it. Exactly just like it.
You gotta learn from your mistakes.
Well, I was gonna pace myself, but my wife got beer, so it had to get consumed. Hindsight 2020, should have just left it there. But
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what would you do in hindsight? Would you waste the money
yeah, I
or would
would
you drink the beer again?
I would have wasted the money. I would have wasted money. But even though it was a 6 hour experience, it was really fun. I would definitely do it again. I would definitely do it again. I never felt I was afraid of wearing the lederhosen because I wasn't sure if like they really wore that shit. Like I didn't know if it was like a folklore. But
Yeah.
honestly, I saw more. You stood out more if you just wore regular street clothes. Everybody was wearing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty fire. Germans were coming up to us, talking to us, asking where we're from. I'm like, wow, this is pretty fire. But yeah, so
And what'd you say, USA or London?
I was too drunk. I said USA. Oh, actually, no one asked me. They asked Kyla. Kyla said USA.
Okay.
But yeah, my clothes. So the reason I was ass naked, my clothes were in the hotel room was pretty solid. It had a living room and the separated bedroom. So I left my clothes up there because I didn't feel like cluttering up the room. I just didn't feel like walking out there, bro. So yeah, I just slept there, dead. And Kyla put like a big liter of water next to me. So every time I would wake up in the middle of the night, I would take a little sip. She gave me like some bread in the middle of the night. I was, damn it, I was
Yeah, you was
hurt.
done. Yeah, you was done.
I should have
You was
ordered
done.
an IV the
You-
next day.
You should have. That
Yeah.
sounds like something you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Next
gotta
year, though.
you gotta realize you can't do that. That's
Nah,
not
I'm
you.
doing it.
Okay. Okay. Both the times you've drank a lot in a small amount of time, the same thing has happened. You're not
I'm
built
learning, though.
for it.
Yeah, it's whatever
I
though.
mean, you're learning to do the same thing. But all right.
But yeah, it was a cool experience. I would do it again. It was definitely like a 10 out of 10. I would recommend to everybody.
I need to figure out if they have any like tequila festivals.
So you can act well. You can buy other drinks
Well, I
like
want
at
one where it's just like tequila fest. Like this is Oktoberfest,
oh
so maybe
yeah,
like
tequila
July
fest.
Fest, and it's
Oh
just tequila. You just take shots the whole time.
yeah, maybe in Mexico.
I'd do that. I'll end up like
That's
you, but I'll
that's
do
really
it.
dangerous. That's
Yeah, I've
really
had my fair
dangerous.
share of times. I know. I already know how it's going to end, but
You gotta learn. How you gonna tell me to
I
learn? You
gotta
gonna do the
learn. I
same
gotta
thing.
do it again. I mean, I've done it.
So
It's happened many times.
yeah, what was really interesting though, we didn't have to pay for like public transit um, while we were in Germany. Like all the trains were for the free. I don't know if it was because the festival or what. Like no one was validating tickets. I didn't see a single person go up to the pay station and buy a ticket. So we were just like hopping on and off that train. I feel
Oh,
like the
for
middle school DC kids that just be jumping over the turnstile and just getting on the
real.
metro.
Yeah, and like them people up in New York, they do the same thing.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's
Pretty
what's
cool.
up.
German sounds ugly though.
It does. It's disgusting. I don't. I think that's why I could never go.
Yeah, it was, and because we were a little bit outside the city, it was actually pretty tough to find people that spoke English. So the two restaurants we went to eat, like I asked the lady, I think it's Spreche de English, and she was just like, no. And I was like, oh
Yeah, that don't
shit.
sound. That don't sound good. Like even the way you
Yeah,
said it, that don't sound
yeah.
good. Like that in
And
Russian, I never want to hear that in my life.
so that's what Croatian's similar to. We were talking to the tour guides, and they're like, yeah, because Croatian's a Slavic language, you can basically know like Russian, Ukrainian, and yeah, it ain't pretty. So it
It's
wasn't the most appealing to
disgusting.
the ears. Yeah,
It's disgusting. It's
but
so aggressive.
but yeah, that's it overall. This was the most upsetting thing though. Guess what the international game? Well, the game that they showed internationally was 2 Sundays ago. So not this past Sunday, but you'll never guess. Well, let me make
Football,
sure I
right?
got the weekends right. Yeah, football. The 22nd.
The Panthers and the Chargers.
The Colts and the Bears.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Dog, it was the worst. And I wanted to watch some football. So it was like 10 p.m. at night because it was the 3:30 game or whatever. And dog, it was right when Anthony Richardson started throwing some interceptions. And it was right before the horrible fourth and goal play that the Bears ran. The like, oh, dog, it was atrocious. I text Marcus so fast. I'm like, bro, this is just disgusting.
I can't watch none of that.
Yeah,
I
so
can't watch none of that. Them the two teams that I don't want to watch. Them and the Panthers. Well, actually, I watch the Panthers now.
Andy Dalton.
I mean, I got fantasy implications for why I need the Panthers to do well, but other than that, I don't care too much about.
My fantasy team is shot. So many people are injured, and Devontae
Yeah,
Adams
you're
don't want
doo
to
doo.
play.
You're a
I'm
doo.
not doo doo. I'm
Oh,
not doo
sorry,
doo.
my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. I
I got
took it too
four
far.
people that are out for injury.
We all got people that's out.
Four people that are out for injury.
We all got people that's out.
All right, I ain't worried
What I
about you,
got?
bro.
I think I got like two. You should be worried about me. I'm not. I haven't lost yet.
Ooh, is it week 9 yet? No, I ain't worried about you.
I'll
But
be 8-0 by that time.
oh, I just looked at my notes. The one thing though, I'm just going back to the massage. When I was on my back and she was massaging me, I was afraid I was gonna flip over with a woody. I got such good self control. I did amazing. Um, that was actually yeah.
Did she
So
have the
anyway,
towel over you?
towel. Well, yeah, she when I was on my back, yeah, she tucked the towel in, and then when I flipped over, that's another time I thought she was gonna see my whole fucking balls and everything. It was crazy, but she had my legs. You know, like when you sit crisscross applesauce and your legs kind of go like that.
Yeah. Why was
So
your
she
legs like that?
well, okay, this was what she had me do. She had my leg on something, and bro, she was strumming my freaking groin like it was a guitar string. I'd never felt nothing like that before in my life. I almost started
I never
singing.
had
Like
that type of massage.
it was wild.
I didn't
I
have
was
that
trying not to
package.
like, I was trying not to like yell because it kind of didn't feel good, but I didn't want to be a bitch because when she first started, she hit a knot on my back, and she was like, "Ooh, was that too rough?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not about to say yes to this little Asian lady. Like, nah, it was just a knot. Like, do your damn job. I ain't worried about this." And yeah, I ain't want to look like I was a punk, but yeah, that was in my notes, so I wanted to make sure I said that. Um,
She was doing some different stuff on you.
Other than that, I mean, that's my recap of vacation. I definitely do it again. I gotta figure out where I'm going next year.
Uh, I forgot.
You too busy. You got stuff to do.
You right, I do. I
Yeah,
shouldn't be going nowhere. So,
yeah. You should
all right, we gotta go
settle
to Hawaii
down.
at one of these times. One of these
Hawaii's
days.
expensive.
Yeah, but one of my friends from high school, he out there now with the military, so we just gotta go out there visit.
Does that make it less expensive?
I mean, I think we could stay at the house, like at his house.
Oh, I'm talking about like
So what would make?
talking about food and stuff.
Well, I don't know about none of that.
Oh yeah. So I had an employee that was Hawaiian, and like a can of Pringles would be like $8.
Well, I see. I just won't buy the Pringles.
Well, I'm saying like I'm giving you like a gauge. Like I think a gallon of milk might be like $9, $10. It's mad expensive because they gotta import everything. It's wild. My parents went there though. They said it was pretty fire. They went to the Dole pineapple factory, and they said that was the
Oh,
best
okay.
pineapple they've ever had in their life. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, I
See,
love
yeah,
pineapple.
I didn't know anything about none of that.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna have to look into that. Get my finances in order because I thought
that's all you
it
gotta
was
do.
gonna be cheap.
Oh, definitely not. It's the opposite of cheap. Oh boy. So yeah, let the people know how the Eagles are doing.
So what else you got?
Let the people know how the Eagles are doing. They might not be up to date with football.
What else do you have?
That's my next thing. It says it right here. Ask David how the Eagles are doing.
Yeah, after that though,
Oh,
because
I was gonna ask if you.
we're on a bye week, so I don't have to talk about them right now.
Oh, next week though,
Possibly.
possibly. All right. So, have you been watching any TV shows?
Have I been watching any TV shows? Yeah, actually. So you got Apple TV, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched anything on Apple TV, but go for it.
Okay, we've been watching Bad Monkey.
Are there black
The
people
show
in this
with
show?
it's black people in it.
Okay.
You say it because of the name Monkey?
I mean, it's too close to February to be watching shit with Black Monkey, Bad Monkey, or whatever.
Yeah, it's Bad Monkey. I mean, I really don't know why it's called Bad Monkey because monkey has nothing to do with it at all. But
Is it
it's a
by
good
chance
show.
a black antagonist?
No,
Okay.
no, white antagonist. Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
not. It's not a racist show or nothing like that. Vince Vaughn's in it. I'm a big Vince Vaughn fan. It's a good show.
Who's that?
Who's Vince Vaughn?
I think, yeah.
You serious?
I think, I don't know these people's names. No?
He's like the I don't know how to describe him.
Is
You
he the
just
dude
gotta
from the
look him up and
pacifier?
see. Vince Vaughn. Nah, I think that's Vin Diesel.
Oh, I know who Vince Vaughn is.
Yeah.
Oh, he from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Okay. But you like the show? What's the
Yeah, I mean,
synopsis of it? Give me some more. Because right now you ain't telling me nothing but the damn title and who's in it.
well, I can't tell you what it's about
I'm
because
not going to watch it.
one, you're not gonna watch it.
No. It's easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Dang, I was hoping you was gonna say you was gonna watch it because I'm not good at this, but I'll try it anyway. So he is a former detective.
Okay.
He got let go from being a detective because he got
Mm-hmm.
into some altercation with one of the detectives that was his coworker, and he tried to one of his exes, he like ran his cart into the back of his cart and knocked him into the water or something like that. So he got into some altercations, and then he wasn't a detective anymore, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where this title "Bad Monkey" comes from. That's crazy.
Well, look, I mean, we watched 9 episodes, and I still don't understand why it's called Bad Monkey. But I mean, it's a lot of moving parts, and I would have
Yeah,
to write everything down and read from it to actually tell
yeah,
you what it's about because I'm not
that's
good
fine.
at
I just
doing it
need a
on the
little
spot.
synopsis of the. I just need the back of the book read. That's all I needed.
All right,
Now I see.
let me try to do
No,
this.
that's it. I got it. I got it.
I didn't do anything yet.
Oh,
I just told you he was a former detective. He was a former detective who,
got an
what does he do?
altercation.
He's a former detective, got in an altercation. He's not a detective anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
um, he comes in contact with like a missing arm. And then he's
Oh,
like, well, I got to get to the bottom of this. So, like, he starts trying to investigate and figure out where the arm came from, who was the person that, who it belonged to, who died, whatever, whatever. That leads a bunch of different places, and everybody's
a
worlds
bad
collide.
monkey. There it is.
All right, I mean, if you got it, you got it, but I
I
don't
got
get
it.
it.
I got
But the
it.
show is good.
All right. I'm not gonna watch it. Is it one season? Two seasons? What?
There's only been one season so far. They release an episode every week, so it's not even
No.
done yet.
Oh, okay. Um, did you see the cast for the DC Love Is Blind?
I saw the cast, and I was extremely disappointed because I just had such high hopes,
I had
and
enormous hopes.
what they showed me just wasn't it. I mean, especially the men. I
Definitely
don't
the men.
know. These are
Definitely the
all
men.
like, if they're all from DC, which I know they're not. They're probably from
Yeah,
like
definitely not.
Northern
Yeah,
Virginia and all that stuff.
yeah. They're from the DMV area.
Yeah, Northern Virginia. These are Northwest DC people,
Yeah,
and I don't know why I thought we were gonna get like Southeast, Northeast
yeah,
DC type people. But
yeah,
that's just not what we got. Baltimore people, we don't got that.
yeah. No, not at all. This is about to be whacked. I'm hoping that the women are more toxic. I'm hoping the women are toxic though. I got faith in the women because these dudes look like little punks. Kyla says she actually knows one of the men on the show. She used to play soccer with his sister. I
Oh,
can't
for
remember
real?
his name.
Okay.
Yeah, but
See, I was hoping that I would know somebody from the show,
yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
and then I could be like, "Oh, this is so and so." I already know he about to be toxic because I remember in
Yeah,
third grade when he
he.
did this to
Yeah,
X. You know,
yeah. Nah, none of
I
that's
don't know
happening.
why.
But I might watch it tonight while I start. But I've been watching a lot of stuff. Have you seen the Menendez brothers thing on Netflix?
I was just talking about that earlier today. I ain't watch it though, but I
That shit
am
fire.
interested in it.
Yeah, that shit fire. I'm
Anything
not
that's
all the way
like a
through it.
crime documentary, I'm all the way into that.
Yeah, I'm not all the way done, but there's this one that I watched. It's called something about fire, and it's like Lost Daughters. Let me double check the name of it. I gotta make sure I actually
Fire and blood.
Into the Fire, the Lost Daughter. It's about a lady that had a child, put the child up for adoption, and then I don't know. I think it was 17. It was X amount of years later. She gets hit up from like a forensic. I don't fucking know, a forensic person. And it's like, yo, there's a dead body that we found, and we think it might be your child that you put up for adoption. Can we get your DNA? And she put the kid up for like closed adoption, so she can't reach out to the child, but the child has to reach out to her. And like, she just has like the sneaky suspicion her child actually went missing not too long ago. So then she's doing all this stuff to try to figure out where her child that she gave up for adoption is. Are you gonna watch it? Because I can spoil all this shit right now.
You can go ahead and spoil it. I can tell you right now I'm watching that.
All right, this shit's fire though. Actually, it's not that fire. It's kind of whack. But so there was a girl that gets kidnapped and attempts to, the guy that kidnaps the young girl. He's trying to grape her, and then she gets away because people hear her screaming and like this, that, and the other. So, she then a couple years later, she then sees the adopted father to the girl that was adopted. I think her name is Andrea. I think that's her name. The girl that was first kidnapped is like, oh, that's the dude that actually kidnapped me off the side of the road and tried to like grape me. And then boom, then everything starts spiraling out of control. Apparently, the adopted father, he's this Lord fearing guy. However, he's killed a person before, and has other charges for murder and like sexual assault and this, that, the other. And basically, to spoil it all, he said he accidentally smacked the girl downstairs and she broke her neck and died. So then he buried her in his backyard and acted like she just ran away. And that was it. But it's a lot of moving pieces. I didn't feel like going into all the depths of every single thing.
Yeah, no, that was good for me.
Let me do a better job. All right.
That was
The girl
good
was
for me.
amazing. Nah, the girl was an amazing child. She was an amazing kid. They were like, yo, this is the best kid ever. She's a blessing to us. And apparently once you start to get to 13, and it's funny because the biological mother is the exact same age. Once she got to 13, she started rebelling, popping off at the mouth at the parents, all this other stuff. And that's when, he started laying hands on her and doing inappropriate stuff to her. And then he comes home one night. She breaks out her room because he literally had a padlock on her fucking door. He's like, yo, you're not going nowhere because he was obviously abusing her. And then she's like, yeah, well, I am about to leave. So either you let me through right now or next time I see the pastor, I'm just going to tell him that you've been abusing me. And he said there at the top of the stairs. The original lie he told the police is that she stole all the money, ran out the back of the house, and is just completely gone. And then people were actually calling the police hotline like, yo, we actually see her here and here and here and here and here. But he said that he punched her, fell down the stairs, da 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 da. And he cut her up, put her into a barrel, buried her in the backyard, and gave her a proper burial. It was really wild. That was a little bit better.
He gave her a proper burial after cutting her up.
Dog, I don't know.
What? I just don't understand that.
These people are crazy. Yeah. What else have I been watching? I mean, that's basically it. Me and Kyla started watching a show I think it's called Outlast, where people just get dropped into Alaska and they got to live outside in the elements for as long as possible. And they're broken up into 4 teams of 4, and whoever wins, they got to stay in teams of at least 2 or more. Whoever wins gets $1 million. And yeah, I mean, they don't have food. They got to go find food. They got to build shelter.
Yeah,
they got to do all that stuff.
I mean, it sounds like Naked and Afraid, but it sounds just the opposite extreme.
Yeah, and they be freezing. They be freezing.
I think if I was to do one of those shows, I mean, I know physically I couldn't do whatever one you're talking about, the Outlast.
Yeah.
Because of my disease.
Oh.
But I know for a fact I couldn't do Naked and Afraid either.
Oh, because you're meat?
No, because I have no survival skill. I have no survival skill.
There can be too many pixels on the TV, that's all. I was trying to pick you up.
Well, I mean, it could.
I think I have survival skills.
You know how to build shelter?
Yeah, put some trees and a tarp around.
Okay, I mean, what tarp?
Make sure it's above. I think they all get tarps. I think there's
you don't get nothing.
No, I'm saying there's a couple of things that they're provided in these shows. Like you get to bring 3 things.
Yeah, you get to bring an item, and you would pick a tarp.
I'm saying it looks like they're all provided a tarp because they all have tarps around their shelter.
Okay, this for the Outlast show.
Yeah, this is the Outlast show.
Okay, but if you was on Naked and Afraid,
yeah, one of my.
I've never seen anybody with tarp. Okay,
Oh,
you would bring a tarp.
I'm bringing a tarp. Yeah,
And you think you could catch your food?
yeah. I've seen a video of a bear just looking in the stream and snatching up a salmon. So why the fuck can't I?
You think you could do that?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think you
I'm
would last.
confident in
I
me.
don't think you would last. I think you would last probably 2 days.
A week.
No, you wouldn't last a week. I think you would last 2 days. I wanted to say one day, but I'll give
Yeah, that's
you
really
the one
disrespectful.
day. I'll give you the one day because I think you'll want to prove it to yourself. But then by that
Yeah.
second day, you'll break and you won't catch any food. You won't catch any food. Your shelter will be broken down. I think you'll break on that second day.
There's one show called Alone. I think it's called Alone. Yeah, it's Alone. It's basically the same thing. It's the funniest show in the world. Because they'll do it, but everyone drops singles, and they'll be dropped at the same time, and they just got to stay the longest. And they don't tell you how many people are left. So like if the show producers really want to be assholes, someone could like be dolo for just like 60 plus days, 70 plus days.
Yeah.
But the funniest episode ever, and it's only funny because it's just the reaction. I would do the exact same thing. So Buddy, boom, he gets dropped off in this one part of Alaska, and they all have bear mace and a flare. No, they have bear mace in case they see a bear, and some type of device that lets them radio out. So he literally gets dropped in his spot, walking around trying to find shelter, and he sees bear shit and bear prints everywhere. And then there's a bear maybe like 20 feet from him. He radios in so fast, he's like, yeah, nah. This isn't happening, dog. I am out of here. Fly me home, Johnny. Yeah.
But he had the mace though.
He didn't want to be near a bear. He didn't want to be
He
near a
had the
bear at all.
mace. He was safe.
He didn't want to be near no bear. I wouldn't be near a bear. I've seen bears up close. Them motherfuckers are huge. So
I want to see one up close.
they got one in the National Zoo.
Well, no, I want to see it like in the wild. I want
Oh
to
hell.
like not the scary ones, like some of the friendly ones, because I think the brown bears are kind of like friendly, sociable, kind of
Oh yeah.
right. Am I? Is
No.
this true or not?
No, I don't think so. I think just black bears are more territorial than brown bears. But you go off, King.
Okay, I don't know. I see a lot of videos and stuff, and it look like the bears just want to eat.
Yeah. You trying to go to Africa and go to a safari?
That's that's like number one on my bucket list.
Oh, let's do it.
I want to do a safari so bad. I'm really big into animals,
Yeah.
all of that. So
There's a horrible movie. Ah, shit, I can't remember what it's called. But Idris Elba, and they go out on a safari, and I want to think like their little safari car dies or runs out of gas or something, and they're stuck, and there's like these lions that are like circling around them for time, and they got to try to. That was irrelevant, but yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad, and I want to be with like, yeah, I would like an animal to charge us, and our person to have to use a little tranquilizer gun. Like I think that's a fire
well,
experience.
see, I'm not with that. I think I would. You could do that, and hopefully we're on different carts because I don't want to be involved in none
No,
of
we're
that.
going together. We're a dynamic
But
duo.
we're in a different group though. We can be in a different group, and your group can be, the one that's getting charged. I don't want to I don't want to experience none of that. Maybe I can. I don't want to, have the elephants charging us either. I think that's terrifying.
Have you seen
I don't want to be
elephants
with none of that.
running down people?
Yes, and it's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
Them
So
shits are
for
like a
them to be
ton.
that big, for them to be that big, and them to be like hawking down on people,
I
I
think they
would
run
see my
like 30
life
miles
flash
per
before my
hour.
eyes. I would see my life flash before my eyes. But they can't turn though. There's no way they can turn that quick. So
Oh
like,
man. There was actually a video I saw today. a guy was somewhere and he was sitting next to a tourist, and this elephant just looked at him for like a split second, and then took like two hard steps, and the dude stood up out the chair and got bucked with the elephant. The elephant like stopped and turned away, and he like jumped at him again. The elephant kind of like kept walking to its side. That's crazy. But
I would never.
oh man, you remember the video of the elephant that like went to a lady's funeral, and the caption was like,
He spun the
this,
block or something.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
elephants are different.
yeah, no, that's crazy. I think that's the only thing that I would be terrified of is the elephants randomly deciding to charge. But I don't even think I would be, afraid of the lions or nothing like that.
Nah, they sleep all
Unless
day
they start
apparently.
jumping.
Oh,
Yeah,
let me see how fast elephants run.
like that would terrify me.
Yeah, it's 25 miles per hour. That is so fast. That's like Usain Bolt running at you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think
imagine
Usain
that.
Bolt ran 27, 28 at 160
Yeah,
pounds.
and I know I ain't touching that.
Oh, that's crazy. Would you go on a, this is unrelated to everything, would you go on a nude cruise? And if so, what would your stipulations be?
I would not go on a nude cruise.
That's easy. Okay. A nude beach.
That was easy. I would go. I would go to the nude beach.
What's the
It's
difference?
more. It's not as contained.
Okay.
A nude cruise is too many people around. You sitting on surfaces that somebody has just sat on, like bare, like with their bare butt.
Yeah.
I don't want to experience that. You sit next to somebody, and I guess basically indoors as opposed to outdoors.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
But yeah, I'll do the nude beach. I got no
I'm not doing,
problem.
I don't think I would do a nude beach. No.
Could you do a partially nude beach? I mean, we went to the partially nude,
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
but not the fully nude.
Fully nude is different. Well, because that means like everybody's there. Like it's almost like encouraged. Like, yo, you need to. You can't really be in these premises if you got clothes on. That's a little intimidating to me.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Cause I would definitely be the one to show up, and I'm fully clothed.
Yeah, I got to ease into it. I'm not just walking out with soft meat. I got to somehow keep like a happy.
I'll take my
I
shirt
got
off.
That's easy. There's one of my friends from high school, middle school maybe. Yeah, middle school. Her mother is a sex education person. So like,
Okay, I'm glad you. I don't know why I immediately thought something else, but go ahead.
oh yeah, so yeah, she teaches and she does talks about like sex toys, how to have better sex with your partner, this, that, and the other. I follow her on Instagram. Very good information, but she does nude beaches all the time. It's so this is what makes it really weird, and like I've tried to mature and just not think about it. For me to know it's a friend of mine's parent is crazy. Um, Obviously, all these people have kids for the most part, but yeah, it's just a little weird seeing a friend of mine's parent half naked. Well, actually, 99% naked, just nipples covered, on Instagram. Talk about stuff.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird for sure.
But I'm
But
accepting of all people, so it don't really matter.
yeah,
If you found out
yeah,
I had an
I would
OnlyFans,
probably have
would that
to.
change our friendship?
No, no, because I'm not subscribed to it, so it don't matter. As long as it's not coming across my screen, I don't care.
I was just about to say, what if you scrolling on the hub one day?
Well, then we would have a problem. Then we would have a problem because I don't want to be exposed to any of that.
Damn, that'd be crazy. If I saw one of my friends on the hub, that'd be wild.
Yeah, we might. I wouldn't be able to talk to you for a little bit.
Have you known of anybody that have a OnlyFans? And you're gonna say
No,
no,
I
but I
don't.
already know yes.
Who is yes? I don't know nobody.
She was on our track team,
Who you talking about?
girl.
Who?
She was on the distance team. She had the tattoo of the running logo with the wings on her leg. She was
I
one of
didn't.
the
I
distance
didn't know
girls.
too many. I think I remember you saying this before, but I don't. I didn't know too many distance people.
Oh, well, you got one person that you know that has an OnlyFans that has had an OnlyFans.
One person that I've come in contact with. I don't really know the girl,
All right, we'll
even
use
to
that
this
because I ain't
day.
really know her either.
Yeah. So no, I don't. I don't. I don't know nobody with none of that.
That's easy. Whew. All right, I
I
think I have
couldn't
one
pay
more
for it
thing.
anyway.
You said you would.
I could never do that.
Oh, why not? You pay for
I don't
TV.
think
You
I
pay
would
for
be able
football
to.
games.
I couldn't. I don't think I can live with myself if I like actually put my credit card information into that site. I don't think I could do that.
To
I
each
would
his
hate
own.
myself. I would hate myself.
To each his own. I think that's the same. Uh. Anyway, let me read a couple. I got a thread of some funny things. Um, this is from Twitter, aka the X app. I love both boys and all right. So the first tweet is, I love both boys and girls, but I'm still single. The reply, guess you're just meant to be by yourself. That's good.
That's funny.
All right, next one. I've been alive for 26 years and never seen a Chinese funeral. On God, they eat each other. That's racist. I got you. I got you. Oh
No,
man,
it's your reaction. It was your reaction. That's what
because
I'm
I
laughing
look.
at. I
Whatever.
think it was the way. I think it was. Yeah, you looked, and then the way you read it. I think that's what got me.
I don't know if this one's funny. I haven't read it before. All right, let me see. Inshallah, the next girl you have sex with gets pregnant. Every man on the timeline.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. I didn't even finish it. Inshallah, the next girl you have sex with gets pregnant. Every man on the timeline. Every man. What the fuck? Nah, nigga. Outshallah to that shit. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right.
I've seen that before. I've seen that before.
Oh, that was my first time reading it. Soldiers be running around saying, "Copy that, nigga. Your wife is getting come." Nah, that's funny. Oh man. Oh man. Uh, I just got kicked out of church because I yelled, "Fuck the devil." I thought we hated that. Oh man.
That's funny. That's
All right,
funny.
I'll do a few more. I thought the G spot was where the whole gang hang out. This female replied, "It can be."
I don't
Yeah,
like that one.
no.
I don't like that one. That's scary.
Just saw a fat nigga with a towel on his shoulder. The good weather is coming. That's the hood version of a groundhog.
I get that. I don't relate.
The moment during sex when you feel her sweat dripping on your back. Wait, what position is this?
I literally was thinking to myself, like, what's going on here?
I love that position for real. Um,
You explain it to me because I don't understand it.
well, this is like a PG thing. I don't run a. That's like rated R. Actually, that's X material. But anyway,
Offline, I guess.
yeah, offline. Let me tell you. All right, let me end with it. Well, let me see. Is this funny? I'm gonna end with this. All right, next week we'll do the Eagles recap. First episode
Possibly.
of definitely first six
Possibly, yeah.
episodes of Love Is Blind. They should be out the pods by now.
Will I
And
get through all six? Who knows?
I'll get through it. I'm writing down
Well,
notes. I'm
you
hyped.
can't tell me about it.
I can tell you everything.
No, you can't.
You gonna close your
It's
ears and go
possible.
la 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 la.
I'll probably wait. You talking about how many has been released so far today?
Six.
Okay,
They don't
so
release
you're
more
not gonna watch
until the eighth.
of November?
No, of October.
Oh, that's next week.
Yeah, next Tuesday. But that
Oh, I thought they
I
was
think
releasing
they
on Wednesdays.
I could have sworn it said the eighth. It might have said the ninth, but I'm not gonna be able to watch. I already know. But this weekend, yeah, I'm watching all six of them hoes.
All
So I
right,
think it's
yeah, I'll see
six.
how many I get through.
Um, but um, they better represent DC well.
They won't.
That's all I gotta say. You said they won't.
It'll be disappointing. It'll be disappointing.
Um, all right, we'll close with this. Is it ever okay for you to tell your man that he probably shouldn't be with this girl, with his girl?
Yeah, if you know some stuff he don't know.
What if you just don't think that they should be together?
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have a good reason. You can't just say it just because you don't want them to be together.
Yeah. But what if you secretly want the girl?
That's a conversation y'all gotta have. See, look, I was watching. We be watching Caught in the Act, right? I don't know if you
What
ever
is
heard of the
that?
show. It's basically cheaters, but
Oh, okay.
for the black community, and Tammy Roman
Okay.
is the one that's in charge of it, and it's based out of Atlanta. So this guy called Tammy and was like, "Yeah, I think my girl. I just want to put surveillance on her and see if she cheating because she been acting a little bit different.
Yeah.
This last couple months or whatever. So I just want to see what's going on if she cheating on me or whatever." So they put surveillance on the girl, and mind you, the guy has a twin. He's a
Oh.
twin.
Oh.
So they put surveillance on the girl. They start seeing her out with who they think is the guy that called,
No.
asking for the
No.
surveillance. When they show the surveillance to the guy that called, he like, "No, that's not me. That's my twin."
Nah. Absolutely not. Absolutely
What?
not.
He was like, "No,
Actually, that's
that's
an
not
honest
me.
mistake from her.
No, it's not. She know they don't. They look exactly the same, but they have a different haircut. It's not an honest mistake. She knows exactly which one is which.
Was he wearing a hat?
They wear hats, but see, this is the thing. In one of the surveillance clips, they lived together. They have different names, obviously. He was over the house. Both the twins was over the house. The one that she was dating left to go to go to an appointment because they was like plumbers or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
the other
Other one
twin
was
was
plumbing.
still in the house with the girl.
Trying to plumb her?
And she knew which one it was. And then they started messing around and stuff. So then the twin that's, messing with his brother's girl was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to show him that no girl's gonna have him like I got him." He was like,
What does that
they
mean?
don't really. Look, I don't know. Everything that was coming out of his mouth, it didn't make no sense. He was like, "I just wanted to show him that they don't really want you for real. They'll leave you for next man. Like, I'm the only one that's gonna have your back, like, all the time." But what are you talking about? You the one that's messing with my
Dog, that's the craziest thing. What's ironic, I've always wondered how people can date or marry twins and not accidentally get with the other one. Now, I'm usually really good with twins. However, for example, Caleb and Cody, I can't tell the difference between Jordan's boy. I can't tell the difference
Yeah.
between them at all. And I'll show other people. Well, Jordan's like, "Oh, this. I'm like, they look exactly the same. Like I can't see nothing. Granted, I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
look
their
the same.
tattoos are the same, but I mean, they keep the same hairstyle. They're the same height. I'm sure they sound the same. Yeah, I get
Yeah, they look
stoned.
the same to me.
Yeah, I can't do it. So good thing I ain't been with a twin because that would have happened to me. But it would have been an accident. That sounds crazy. But then again, if I
Yeah.
was a twin, if I had a twin brother, and I know he ain't really, really like a girl, I'd be like, yo, let me crack real quick. And then
That's wild.
I would, what's wrong with that? Buddies
Y'all
link
passing
with
her.
girls. Yeah, I mean, it happens.
I mean, all right, that's wild, but yeah, we was watching that show. I thought that was crazy. I couldn't believe he was
Yes.
actually like trying to justify what he was doing. He
Yeah, that's
was like,
wild.
"They don't got you like I got you. I just wanted to show you that they ain't gonna be here for you. They don't love you. They'll leave you for next man." I couldn't believe it.
And he was next man.
And he was next man. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's the lesson you wanted to teach your brother, I feel like you could have just said it.
Now he had to show it. Actions speak louder than words. So
But they had been messing around for who knows how long. And he only said something when they got caught. He said, he said, I was going to tell you, I just didn't know when or how.
mm, she had that
It
good
was,
good.
I don't know, that was wild. The girl was a twin herself. We never saw her twin, but they was,
Oh, see, that's what it was. It was the two twins messing with each other.
no, that's not it.
Yeah. I solved the case. They just trying to do it for clickbait. I got it. I solved the case.
Nah, you didn't do it.
That's crazy though. I'm gonna have to watch that show. You saw it's called I got caught in the act.
It's just called Caught in the Act, yeah.
All right, bet.
People in Atlanta just be getting cheated on.
Oh yeah, I'm watching that show. Caught in the act, unfaithful. I see it.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I'm on it. All right. All right, I'm done. You done?
I ain't got nothing.
Bet. All right, Eagles recap next week. Love is blind.
Possibly, possibly.
We out of here. Say bye for our screen.
All right.
That's a nice picture.